Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV here in Gridania, where we apparently have a new primal to contend with. A pleasure to see you, as always, Lieutenant Shadowstar. Thanks for coming so swiftly. I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Hail to the king, Kupo. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplokop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire 12th Sword if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplokop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Okay, and if anyone wonders why I was called Lieutenant, it's been a while since that matters in the recordings, but yeah, I'm a member of Twin Adders and a Lieutenant by rank. The other signs have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? And this is one of these areas we can only enter when it's plot relevant. A shame, really. Please, you have to stop them, but you must kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order, yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplokop. Can you not see that she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forget his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful am I that you have come, Zerenia, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplokop has brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moggle Mog XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he's a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kupl here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, when Moogles served the gods in the heavens, it was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with an endless supply of wine. Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moggle Mog XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that they couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moggle Mog XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven. This he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And this is how Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moggle Mog XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might at last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens from what I understand. That being your reason for contradicting us, yes? I bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again, what is the problem with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moggle Mog XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why we would even try. With Garuda humbled and the Ultima weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not be in itself the answer? Twice in the last half-decade Eorzea has been brought on the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you, who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace would doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mogglesguard are afraid what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. This fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes, come what may. I assure you, the Mogglesguard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of good King Moggle Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the moogles in a manner similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mooglekind, but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Serenia, confront good King Moggle Mog XII and drive him from our midst. All right. Humbly do I thank you. The sanctuary of a Mogglesguard and their liege lodge is concealed by magical wards. Brother Izumiyan of a Conjurer's Guild would doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Please seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. The Guild Master of a Conjurer's Guild, in fact. Welcome, Serenia. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moggle Mog XII is of great comfort. To me and the elementals both. As I'm sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is likely that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. So, I guess we can do it now, right? You have selected Regicide. Great title. The wards barring access to the King's Sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago when first the King was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who were held to keystones, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kublukop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mogglesguard themselves. Yet, wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the King's Sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Moogles might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kublukop's keystone, Serenia. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at Vestrop here. Impress upon him our great need, and I'm certain he will yield. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there's truly no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this aura? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you are worse. Traitor to his kinsmoogles. He plots treason against the crown. Enough. Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Moggle Mog XII. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purge the 12th root of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. The entrance to Thornmarch is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward. But be warned, the Mogglesguard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you need to protect me, Kupo. Yeah, it's an escort quest. When our escortee dies, we have failed. By the way, these others were pretty large moogles. I mean, they were 3 times his size? And there we are. Are you ready to face the king, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus like when you're tuned to an Etherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. If anyone can slay good King Moggle Mog XII, may he justly reign till the end of days and save the 12th root from his wrath. It's you, Kupo. So yeah, it's a hard trial because there is no normal one. I guess because the normal ones tended to be 4-player things and all upcoming trials are 8-player events, so they just skip the normal version and always give you the hard. And for the really hard one, they have the extreme trial. Kubo, who in the 7 miles away? Meddling adventurers, I wager. Mogglesguard, to arms! Defend the king, Kubo! First things first, there are coming the Mogglesguard. One after another, or in small groups, rather. This might be the last one, huh? Pico the shaggy song. And now they all gather in one spot, are unattackable. Hail to the king, Kupo! Hail to the Kupo, I mean king! Light show. There he comes. Good King Moggle Mog XII. Don't focus on him. Unless you're the second tank. Hearken unto me, brave Mogglesguard. These villains shall threaten you no more! Lend me your strength and shall purge our enemies from the spawn mark. No idea what I'm doing. It would make more sense to focus on one of them instead of several. I'm dead! No! Thanks, Fnor. You're the last one, but I have seen that people sometimes just skip the last one and focus on the boss. I believe it's just a matter of every Moogle that's still around gives him a resistance effect, or and he occasionally counters damage done to him, and you really don't want him to die before he does that. Because it hurts. Usually. But that's him. That was good King Moggle Mog XII. Oh no! Evacuate! Flee! You come with me! And you get the Moogle-themed weapon for doing this. Yeah! You did it, Kupo! You did it! Good King Moggle Mog XII, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more! I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Mogglesguard when you did. Thank you, Gridania. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. You should go and tell Pugni Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with ARR at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moggle Mog XII, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Mooglekind owes you a debt, Kupo, and I sense ARR wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Your bravery in service of a 12th Sword and the Moogles shall not be forgotten, Serenium. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of a woman responsible. Please return to the notice stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Okay, back in the lotus stand. Serenia, your return to us unharmed and victorious was have had two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But He really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies in the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of a power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse. The etcher which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means... Ascience. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. They said it was a masked man who had taught them how, years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question... Confound it all, how many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Gridania. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Mash and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, milady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Science shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangements with Elder Seatseer, mayhap you could return to the waking sense and apprise the understand of all that has transpired? Alright. It is good to see you hale and hearty, Gridania. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felt good King Moggle Mog XII, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So, it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seatseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Gridania. Yeah, well, with that, the problem regarding King Moggle Mog XII has been solved, and later we will see what follows next. The picture shows Ophelia lying on the ground, so that can't be good. And yeah, until next time, I am Mace, and don't get lost.